Hare Krishna. Dandavat all Guru Srila Prabhupada. Welcome to this Friday evening Q&A session with His Grace Sundar Gopal Prabhu. Hare Krishna Prabhu. Welcome to the class and session. And one thing I would like to say on this occasion, Prabhu. Some people say what's there in your books, they are old. They are limited, something like that. But when we ask questions and you quote references and all right, new things will know. Even in fact, Sunday morning class also, every time, like how the way you bring the verses into the answering the questions, and always these are not limited, Prabhu. From this we can understand the way you explore it and the way you show it and the way Prabhupada written it. All this says that our literatures are great, and you are so wonderful in this thing that you almost I cannot say this, but I should say this. So you almost made us easily understanding these things by quoting in 1 minute, like quick way of referring things. And sometimes whatever topic wise when you quote, right, so that becomes a completely reference for us. And this way you are helping us with these sessions and with these answers, and we'd like to attend these sessions again and again, and these kind of sessions we would like to host you again and again. And it is our pleasure to get answers from you from Srila Prabhupada books. And this is one specialty with you, you'd like to quote always only Srila Prabhupada books. And this is one wonderful thing in you that I see always, Prabhu. Thanks a lot for hosting, I'm like for attending this session and answering our questions patiently. Though sometimes it might be foolish, or though sometimes it might be silly questions, still you take it seriously and explain us very nicely, explain to us very nicely. And for your patience and for your service for these many years, we thank you a lot.
Hare Krishna, thank you very much for your very nice words, but I'm very humble. I think whatever I can say or do, simply by the mercy of Prabhupada, because it's only his books we are showing you, and whatever we have experienced or learned is only through his mercy. Of course, knowledge means to be shared, no? What is the use of knowledge you cannot give to others? Yes?
Yes, Prabhu.
There's a verse like that, you know. It is spoken by the sages. I think when Devaki was speaking, you know, so she was saying like that, what is the use of all this knowledge and you cannot give out to the people, you know?
Yes, Prabhu.
So Prabhupada has painstakingly written these books, no?
Yes, Prabhu.
Don't study these books, then what? I think it is a disservice to him. Yes.
Yes, Prabhu. Agreed.
Hmm. So, as my Prabhupada said, everything is there in my books.
Correct, Prabhu. And this is one more answer for those people who say living Guru.
What?
Uh, those people who say living Guru, we need living Guru to answer your questions.
There's no, I mean, so far as I
Their
see,
so-called terminology, of course. Yeah.
everything is there in Prabhupada's books, you know, there's nothing outside, you know. That's
Agreed,
why
Prabhu.
someone say that he has to go and find some other books and all that. I think it's a little bit strange, you know.
Correct, Prabhu. Correct, Prabhu. Prabhu, I'd like to ask you a question, Prabhu.
Mm.
So, especially just now we are seeing Bhagavad Gita introduction now, Prabhu.
Mm.
So, in this we quote Gita Upanishad verses, glorification of Gita by Gita Mahatmya, Gita Mahatmya verses by Shankaracharya. So, the question is like this. Okay, if you guys are quoting Shankaracharya, some of things, and sometimes when we say Bhaja Govindam, they say he already, like you say Bhaja Govindam, in that he is saying worship Vishnu, but he wrote the same, that kind of stotras like Uma Maheshwara Stotra, Shivananda Lahari, or other things also praising the other gods also in the same way. Then what do you answer about it? Then if you are using, then you also need to use fully, right? Why you also like halfway cooked kind of thing, or halfway whatever you want you take, and rejecting others? How this works out? When it is coming to your scripture, you are saying you need to take it fully, but when it is coming to Shankaracharya teachings, you cannot say that. Why like that?
See, Shankaracharya was given a task to come to bewilder the conditioned souls, you know. You understand? He came to bewilder the conditioned souls. That's what he told, what's her name, Devi, you know. In Kali Yuga, I will come in the form of a Brahman to bewilder the conditioned souls, you know. You
Yes,
get
Prabhu.
to look for that verse. Huh?
Mayavada Masat Shastram, that one, Prabhu.
Yeah, I think it's 6, is it? I will come in
6182, Prabhu. Madhya,
Madhya 618. Huh?
182.
So before I go, this you can see here, this was, or like a person who has knowledge but cannot distribute to the world for the benefit of human society. As now I was talking, no?
Mm.
So knowledge means you must distribute. The more you distribute, the more it grows, you know. But you keep knowledge, then it will not, it will, you know, eventually you will forget, no? Of course, spiritual knowledge you cannot forget at any time. 6182.
Yes, Prabhu.
So you see here, Lord Shiva informed Durga, the superintendent of the material world, in the age of Kali, I'll take the form of a Brahmana and explain the Vedas through false, see, through false scripture. Hmm? In an atheistic way, similar to the Buddhist philosophy. So he was given a job to do, no? You understand?
Mm.
So he came to bewilder because many of them were at that time following the Buddhist philosophy, you know. After Asoka, the emperor, he became and he Buddhist, and then he propagated Buddhism, you see. So to drive this Buddhism away, you know, just like a fish, you know, if you take a fish from fresh water, you want to make it salt water, you must add little salt every day, you know. So from trying to bring people, because the Lord came as Lord Buddha to drive away the Vedic, you know, especially to stop killing animals. To do that, he has to make them not accept the Vedas, you see. But Veda is word of God, you know. You cannot say don't follow Vedas. So he had to come back again as Shankaracharya and say, no, 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 you don't say that you when you die you become nothing. No, no, you become one with God, you know. So this is where the Mayavad philosophy has been taught by him, you know. You see.
Yes, Prabhu.
So now after he came and taught this Mayavad from nothing to something, and then Matva, I think Ramanuja came, and then Matwacharya, and finally Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So bringing in them back to the cause of trying to develop again faith in the Vedas and learn to love God, you know. Because Ramanuja, he was quoting a lot of from the Vedas. Nobody is very knowledgeable like him, you know. So every verse of the Bhagavad Gita, he would give reference from the Vedas. You know,
Wow.
such a personality, Ramanujacharya. Of course, then Matwa also came. In this way, they got rid of the whole Mayavad thing. And of course, now in Kali Yuga, at this time, Prabhupada came and he practically, drove away all this impersonalism. So you see how this is a gradual. So Shankaracharya had to play the role, how to bewilder, so I explain the Veda through false scriptures in an atheistic way. Of course, those who are sincere, he said, Bhaja Govindam, Bhaja Govindam. But how many people, only if they meet a devotee, then they can become devotee. Otherwise, it's very difficult for the impersonalists to become devotees. You understand? It is not that the impersonalists can become devotee. I think it's 135 to 125, I'm sure. You can see, O learned devotee, O great learned devotee, although there are many faults in the material world, there's one good opportunity, the association with devotees. Such association brings about great happiness. Due to this good quality, our strong desire to achieve liberation by merging into Brahman or Faljan has become weakened. So you understand, if you want to become a devotee, unless you associate with devotees, you cannot become a devotee. If you study Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's, the books, you can see how by his personal association he converted Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. He was a very big impersonalist. In
Yes,
fact, he
bro.
was the greatest. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went to Puri particularly to get him. You understand? So he quoted these verses from Shankaracharya. I say, look, you are so much in Shankaracharya, but he came in this way to bewilder. Then he kept quiet. After he showed these verses, he kept quiet. No more, believer of Shankaracharya. Because he became a devotee then, by association. So without association is difficult for anyone, just by studying Shankaracharya. That's why I say, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu say, Mayavad Shastra, Sunile Sarvanash. If you hear Mayavad, then your progress to loving God is finished. It kills this loving devotion. Mayavad is Asat Shastra. You understand? So in order to get back again the devotional spirit, then you must associate with devotees. Because by associating with devotees only, then all these dirty things the heart can go. Otherwise, it's very, very difficult. It's also explained here. I think it's here. Who are the pure devotees mentioned here? In an assembly of pure devotees, there is no question of discussing material subjects like politics and sociology. In an assembly of pure devotees, there is a discussion only on the qualities, forms, and pastimes of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Is praised and worshipped with full attention. In association of pure devotees, by constantly hearing topics respectfully, even a person who wants to merge into the existence of absolute truth abandons this idea and gradually becomes attached to the service of Vasudeva. Okay, so devotees are the most important criteria association with them. Only you can get to become a devotee. So of course, as I have explained, Shankaracharya's role was to take them out of shunyavad, nothing, to bring them to something. You become one, merge with God. Then Ramanuja, Madhvacharya came and dismantled that. And of course, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu then came and gave love of God. To give just love of God to this Mayavad, to the Sunyavad and all, is not so easy. So the Lord had a role. So he came and he gave Krishna consciously. And of course, to understand all that in this modern world, Prabhupada came and gave us all these books, Which is originally this book that Bhagavatam and all are in Sanskrit.
Yes, bro.
And to understand all this because nobody is learning Sanskrit anymore. Especially people like us who are trained only in English language from the start. If it is not for Prabhupada translating these books, I don't think we would have any chance to understand devotional service.
Yes, bro.
And what great treasure the Bhagavatam has. I mean, if anyone reads the book, he will understand how how so relevant it is.
Yes, bro.
Every subject is there in the Bhagavatam. Every subject. Any subject. It's so valuable masterpiece. And then of course Chaitanya Charitamrita, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu again came to teach us how to love God. Krishna came and he gave condition, you surrender. But how to surrender? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had to come. So whenever Krishna comes, in that same period of time, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also comes. So we are very fortunate that 500 years ago he has come, and we are more fortunate that we have now the association of Prabhupada, which is very, very important. So she is raising his hands. Ravi.
Ravi, Prabhu. Ravi, Prabhu.
Prabhu, you were telling about the association with devotee, but one should not associate with ISKCON devotee.
I've quoted this verse many times. Association of devotee means association of devotees who are like-minded. You cannot associate people who are not on the same wavelength. Prabhupada explains here. Maybe you want to read this. You want to read this, please?
Ravi, Prabhu.
Friendship should be cemented between persons with mutual interest and understanding. Such persons are said to be Savajati of the same caste.
Swajadi.
Swajati of the same caste. The devotee should avoid a person whose character is not fixed in the standard understanding, even though he may be a Vaishnav or a devotee of Krishna. If his character is not correctly representative, then he should be avoided. One should be steadily control the senses and the mind and strictly follow the rules and regulations, and he should make friendship with the person of the same standard.
You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
So
Yes,
you
ma'am.
cannot go and mix with them because they are different. They're saying all crazy things, leaving God. And Prabhupada is dead, this kind of statements, propagating something which is against the teaching of Prabhupada, then it is not Swajadi.
Okay, ma'am. Understood.
So if you go and associate with them, then you you cannot make announcement.
They they use posthumous word very often, for Prabhupada.
Yes, how can you say your guru is dead?
And
You see
the
here,
Shastra says the Vaishnavas never disappear from the material world. It is only the Leela which disappears. One is there.
you can see here, I show you in many places. You see here in this verse, you see the word Martya Asat Di. You see this?
Yes, Prabhu. Yes. Yes, Prabhu.
Martya means death, one who dies. This world is called Martya Loka. Martya Loka means a place of birth and death. So to say that your Martya Asadi means to consider the spiritual master like an ordinary human being who dies. You understand?
Okay, Prabhu. Okay, Prabhu.
So to say that your spiritual master has died, it is not correct statement, you know.
Yes, Prabhu.
You are saying that your spiritual master is an ordinary man or person. That's why it says asat dihi. Asat means something which is not correct, you know.
Yes,
Asat
Prabhu.
means useless or false. Asat. D means
Yes, Prabhu.
thinking. D means intelligence, you know. So
Yes,
if you
Prabhu.
think that your spiritual master is who dies, then that thinking is not correct. You understand?
Yes, yes, Prabhu. Understood.
Consequently, maintains the material conception. Uh,
Yes, Prabhu. Yes.
if he thinks that the spiritual master is an ordinary person, maintains the material conception that the spiritual master is an ordinary human being, everything is frustrated. You understand? His enlightenment in his Vedic studies and knowledge are all like bathing on an elephant. What is the bathing on an elephant? Useless. Elephant takes bath and then he comes and
Under-
throw again all the dust on himself, you know? Yes?
Yes, Prabhu. Understood. Yes, Prabhu. Understood.
See, here again, this is the statement that says you cannot think that the spiritual master is an ordinary person who dies. They always use the word, as you say, posthumous, you know. This word is very
Yes,
offensive.
Prabhu.
To say this kind of thing means you are an offender, you know. And again here, another place here, you can see here again the word na martye buddha asuyeta. Again the word martya. Martya means dying. Na martya means what? Someone who don't die.
Yes, Prabhu.
Mm.
Yes?
Yes, Prabhu.
If you think,
Yes.
I mean, let's finish this. You can see here. Martya means the idea that he is an ordinary man. Huh? Martya buddhi. Again, that's now is asat dihi. Now again, martya buddhi. You understand? Huh?
Yes, Prabhu.
So you cannot envy him or you cannot thinking him an ordinary man. This is offensive. Huh?
Yes, Prabhu. Yes.
You understand? You see how offensive they are towards Prabhupada.
Yes, Prabhu.
If you offend Prabhupada, you think you can get his mercy?
No, Prabhu. Not possible.
You know, if you think that we are lying, you can see here what Krishna also says in the Bhagavad Gita. Krishna says here in the Bhagavad Gita, same word he used. You see this word here? Martya lokam vishanti. You see
Yes,
this
Prabhu.
word
Yes,
Martya
Prabhu.
here?
Yes, Prabhu.
What is the meaning?
Mortal world.
This universe is
What is the
like it will not.
what is mortal? To Martya lokam to the mortal. What is mortal? What's the meaning of mortal? Immortal and mortal.
It will,
Immortal
which
never
will not
dies.
last forever.
Mortal means you are ordinary human being. You
Mortal.
die. You die.
Yes, Prabhu.
Mortality rate, they say. Mortality rate means what? The death
Death
rate.
rate. Yeah.
Correct?
Yeah.
Death rate.
So
Yes, Prabhu.
mortal means what? The place where there's birth and death, no?
Yeah.
Yes?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So you saying that Prabhupada died post-mortus. All this nonsense. That means is it not offending?
It is offensive, Prabhu.
Yeah?
It is offensive, Prabhu.
If you go to them who are saying such thing about Prabhupada, how Krishna will take it?
We won't, we won't.
If you offend his very pure devotee, how Krishna will accept you? Right? You see how he got so offended when Ambarish Maharaj was offended by Durva Maharaj. I'm sorry, Durvasha Muni. Yes?
Yes, Prabhu.
Correct. He
Yes.
says, I cannot forgive you. Forget it. If you offend my devotee,
You have to go back to again.
there's no way you can make progress.
Yeah, he told you have again.
So if you
Yes,
can
he
just
told that you again you
blaspheme
have
and
to.
offend Prabhupada, then what's your position? Prabhupada said
Nothing.
immediately you become useless. And if you go to a useless person to go back to Godhead, is that intelligence?
No problem.
Like catching the dog's tail and trying to swim, Can you go anywhere by catching the dog's tail?
No. No. No.
Yeah. So this guy, you see, one scandal after another scandal. Huh? Yes,
Yes, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu.
understand. This is something is wrong. Something is wrong. And no knowledge. Then nobody can, because it's explained here. In this verse, you can see how they cannot have any access. Hmm? In this verse, you see, they cannot get any knowledge. Members of the renounced order who fail to uproot the last traces of material desire in their heart remain impure. And thus, you do not allow them to understand you. That means they cannot get the realizations.
Yes, Prabhu.
And although you are present within their heart, for them you are like a jewel worn around the neck of a man who has totally forgotten it is there. That means Krishna covered their intelligence. Yeah? Oh
Yes,
Lord,
Prabhu. Yes,
those
Prabhu.
who practice yoga only for sense gratification must suffer punishment both in this life and the next, and from that you will not release them, and from you, whose kingdom they cannot reach. What the idea of being a guru cannot take any one of your disciples back to Godhead? You want to go there and join him? What the whole
No problem.
idea of the spiritual connection? To develop love for and attraction for Krishna? Yes.
Yes, Prabhu.
And if they cannot give you Krishna, then why you go there? Why?
I don't go, Prabhu. I was just asking.
I'm saying no, correct. If you're going there and you cannot get anything, what is the use of going? Correct?
What
Yes?
to-
You
I
understand?
will land up. I will land up nowhere. Finally. Finally, it will be like I will. I won't land up anywhere in my spiritual life.
Yes. Where are you from?
Mumbai.
Oh, you're from Bombay. So I see you are coming regularly. So good, no? You're learning a lot of things, I think.
Yes, Prabhu.
Hmm. So going to Guru means to get knowledge. And if you cannot get
Thank you,
knowledge
intelligence.
which they cannot give, then how you can go there? What for?
Yes.
Hmm. Yes. And simply speaking, some of their so-called, people are speaking from this Puran, that Puran, that Puran, nothing from Prabhupada books. Then Prabhupada wrote all this book for what? Oh, Prabhupada just giving the ABC. This is ABC? What I'm showing is
No, Prabhu. Yes.
yeah?
No, no,
Most
Prabhu.
valuable jewel, Prabhu.
Ah, they're saying it Prabhupada and he spoke ABC. And you must be even smart enough to understand the ABC. That also you cannot understand. What is the use? Hmm? This is complete blasphemy. If you blaspheme, especially a person like Prabhupada, then where is your spiritual standing? This is very pathetic. You're not going anywhere. You understand? If you offend Krishna, you offend, then you cannot understand nothing. Krishna himself will reject you. Huh? The Shruti and Smriti literatures are to be understood as my injunction, and one who violates such codes is to be understood as violating my will, and thus opposing me. Although such person may claim to be my devotee, he is not actually a Vaishnava. If you speak that the guru is dead, you need living guru, and all kind of crazy thing, that means it's against Shastra. What? Yes? And if you're speaking things against Shastra, that means you're violating Krishna's injunction. Hmm? And if
Yes,
you
Prabhu.
oppose
Yes,
Krishna,
Prabhu.
Krishna says you're not a devotee. Correct? Yes or not?
Yes,
Try
Prabhu, 100%.
the seriousness of this, this is very serious. Hmm? Not some cheap stuff, no. One pollutes his own intelligence and exhibits severe weakness of character when he rejects his own spiritual master. Indeed, such a person has already rejected the Supreme Lord Hari. So if you speak a crazy thing against what Prabhupada said, then you have rejected Prabhupada.
Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah? So when you reject Prabhupada, you will exhibit severe weakness of character. What does this weakness of character means? You will compromise. That is weakness of character. You will say, yes, yes, everybody is okay, everybody is good. Huh? Hello?
No, no problem.
Everybody is good except Prabhupada. Huh? What nonsense? Yes?
Yes, Prabhu. Understood, Prabhu.
So you don't become polluted by their nonsense. Of course, they have taken over Prabhupada's property, Prabhupada temple, Prabhupada everything. Even his books also, they are trying to change and do so many crazy things. Ah, so what to do? We have to fight, no? How to fight? Unless we educate the masses.
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes. So our job now is to preach very widely, so people will understand what the true position is. Speaking about this crazy living guru philosophy, which is bogus. You understand? If Prabhupada is dead, and
Understood, Prabhu.
is it
Understood.
that his books are creating so much of realization? Hmm? Yes. So don't
The sound vibration is important, Prabhu.
what?
Divani is very important. Divani is very important.
Hmm. I am
Prabhu, still that way, Bapu also still there with us only now, Prabhu. Is it like the DT is there, right?
Vapu means you get Prabhupada's system of Vapu is that he has given that delegation to his disciples, to become instructing spiritual master. So Vapu is important, we don't say no, but that is role is given to the disciples, to carry out his instruction. That is his way of expanding the movement. That he is the initiating guru and we all are the instruct gurus. Everyone is instructing guru, you can have thousands and thousands, but initiating you have only one. So in that role, that's why he's founder Acharya of International Society for Krishna Consciousness. He retained that position. You understand? So our job is to like now help you to go closer to Prabhupada. Everyone's duty is like that. But if you don't do that, you try to bring them to yourself, then that becomes an offense. I mean, you're cutting away from Prabhupada. You understand this position? So that she's told in one letter, I think I posted it in the WhatsApp column, that Kitananda, he
You,
cannot instruction because he has disconnected himself.
yes,
Until
Prabhu.
he can come back, then only again he can function in a proper manner. So when you offend Prabhupada, you're spiritually disconnected. When you're disconnected, you cannot represent Krishna and the spiritual master. This knowledge, as I showed you, uh, it is stopped. That Krishna also told Arjuna, because you are my devotee and my friend, therefore you can understand this. So if you're not becoming a devotee and a friend, how you can get, this is, Krishna say, rahasyam tadu. Rahasyam means secrets,
Yeah,
Secrets,
Prabhu.
secrets are only revealed, Secrets you cannot put on the gunpoint of somebody's head and try to collect. That's not possible. Secrets has to be revealed.
Yes, Prabhu.
So Krishna said, therefore I am revealing you this secret. Because why? You are my devotee and my friend. So that applies. If you are not a devotee and a friend of Prabhupada, how you can get the secrets? That makes sense.
Yes.
Simple logic, It doesn't require some kind of rocket science to understand this. And offending and offending and offending and offending. That's all. And look at the movement. They can't even have any preaching going on. Simply taking pictures in Mayavad. That's all they do. Huh? You understand? Are you following? Is it clear?
Yes, Prabhu, it's clear.
I think we have another question. I'm feeling disturbance in Bhakti due to ISKCON Bangalore and ISKCON Bombay issue. I can't even chant concentratedly. I don't know who is right between them. When I meet devotees of both ISKCON Bombay and Bangalore, both have their own point of view. I tried to reach Radhanath Swami ji, but as a small devotee, I was not able to meet. But many rich people who are even non-devotees meet him. Is that you can buy bhakti with money? So who is this? Query to everyone. Who is writing this query?
His name itself we kept query, but looks like they left this person.
He left.
I don't see anyone, Prabhu, with name query.
So how to explain this? So you try to associate with ISQM devotees now and see, you can always contact any one of us. We are free to explain things to you as per what Prabhupada would explain. It is not that the members of ISKM are like God, that nobody can go. I think we are all very down to earth, that you can approach. And whichever city you are or part, there are always some temples. Like you say, you are Bombay and Bangalore. I don't know where maybe you are in Bangalore or maybe you are in Bombay. So there are devotees in both places that you can try to reach out. So whoever is asking this question, maybe someone can reply to him. Yes?
Sure, Prabhu.
Lord Ram appeared 18 million years ago. The Ram Setu which is there now and in Sri Lanka is where the original Lanka mentioned in Valmiki Ramayana. Now, Prabhupada said that Lanka was in a different place, It was 800 miles away, not 800 miles, 1 yojana or something. So that's a little dispute there because Prabhupada said it is not the original Lanka. Maybe someone can investigate and find out. Can a person advance in spiritual life by just associating with Prabhupada book without any physical association with devotees? Uh, it says here, one should taste the meaning of Srimad Bhagavatam in the association of pure devotees. One should associate with devotees who are more advanced than oneself, who are endowed with similar type of affection for the Lord. So you cannot understand Prabhupada's books and all without the association of devotees. It's very difficult because you may read and you may get different opinions, understanding. But if you hear in the association of devotees, then it becomes very effective. That's why association of devotees is very highly stressed. You know, Prabhupada said actually, you don't associate with devotees, advanced devotees especially, then it is actually forbidden, Prabhupada said. And see here in this verse, a devotee should always try to hear about spiritual matters and should always utilize his time in chanting the holy name of the Lord. His behavior should always be straightforward and simple, and although he is not envious but friendly to everyone, he should avoid the company of persons who are not spiritually advanced. Purport. In order to advance in spiritual understanding, one has to hear from authentic sources about spiritual knowledge. One can understand the reality of spiritual life by following strict regulative principles and by controlling the senses. To have control, it is necessary and that one be non-violent and truthful, refrain from stealing, abstain from sex life, and possess only that which is absolutely necessary for keeping the body and soul together. One should not eat more than necessary, one should not collect more paraphernalia than necessary, he should not talk unnecessarily with common man, he should not follow the rules and regulations without purpose, he should follow the rules and regulations so that he may actually make advancement. There are 18 qualifications mentioned in the Bhagavad Gita, among which is simplicity. One should be without pride, one should not demand unnecessary respect from others, and one should be non-violent. Amanitvam, adhambitvam, ahimsa. Bhagavad Gita 13.8. One should be very tolerant and simple, one should accept the spiritual master, and one should control the senses. These are mentioned here in Bhagavad Gita as well. One should hear from authentic sources how to advance in spiritual life. Such instruction should be taken from the Acharya and should be assimilated. Especially mentioned here, Nama Sankirtan Cha. One should chant the holy name of the Lord, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Either individually or with others, Lord Chaitanya has given special stress to chanting of these holy names of the Lord as the basic principle of spiritual advancement. Another word used here is Arja Vena, meaning without diplomacy. A devotee should not make plans out of self-interest. Of course, preachers sometimes have to make some plan to execute the mission of the Lord under proper guidance. But regarding personal self-interest, the devotee should always be without diplomacy and he should avoid the company of persons who are not advancing in spiritual life. See this thing here? Another word is Arya. Aryans are persons who are advancing in knowledge of Krishna consciousness as well as material prosperity. The difference between the Aryan and non-Aryan, the Sura and Asura, is their standard of spiritual advancement. Association with persons who are not spiritually advanced is forbidden. That means you must associate people who are spiritually advanced. Lord Chaitanya advised Asat Sangha Tyaga, he should avoid persons who are attached to temporary. Asat is one who is too materially attached, who is not a devotee of the Lord, and who is too attached to women or enjoyable material things. Such a person, according to Vaishnava philosophy, is a person non grata. So therefore, you see the importance of association, but you have to associate with advanced devotees. It is not that just you read the books and that's it. You understand? You have to learn how to associate devotees, because by associating with devotees, then you can make advancement. You can see here in this verse, One should learn how to associate with devotees of the Lord by gathering with them to chant the glories of the Lord. This process is most purifying. As devotees thus develop their loving friendship, they feel mutual happiness and satisfaction. And by thus encouraging one another, they are able to give up material sense gratification, which is the cause of all suffering. So you see again, very important association. Again here, one who desires the ultimate self-interest should cultivate friendship with those persons who have accepted Krishna as the Lord of their life. One should further develop an attitude of service toward all living beings. One should especially try to help those in the human form of life, and among them especially those who accept the principles of religious behavior. Among religious persons, one should especially render service to the pure devotees of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Again, association is stressed. Yes? Even if you claim to be very advanced, the root cause of devotional service to Lord Krishna is association with advanced devotee. Even when one's dormant love for Krishna awakens, association with devotee is still most essential. Yes? Who's asking this question? Who's that?
Mruganesh.
Pune.
Pune. From Pune. Mruganesh from.
You see that?
No, Prabhu.
Not there, huh? Okay, anyway, I've explained. So we can hear this. In Bombay, I can help him. Yeah. So you can talk to him, huh?
Yes, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu.
Who's that?
Don't know, Prabhu. Some around.
Prabhuji, I was asked by educated students and people only are attracted to Krishna consciousness more than illiterate. I said something, but what would be the authorized answer? Krishna consciousness is for everybody. In fact, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu descended for the Patita Pavana Hetu, He did not only go to the educated person, he went to the fallen people. You can understand. So, not that those who are pundits, he did not preach only to the pundits. He preached to everybody, especially people who are fallen. So, illiterate or literate, he just went and he taught them how to chant. That's all. It is not that our movement is only for the literate. Of course, if you can study them, that's better still. That's why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, if you can study this science and then you can preach, that'll be good. But then some people cannot study the books and all that, then what to do? They still can preach. How to preach? Teach them how to chant Hare Krishna. That anyone can do, no? Yes? Correct?
Yes, Prabhuji. Yes.
So it is not meant only for the educated people, it meant for everybody. Everybody, especially the fallen people. The fallen people are the most rightful candidates for Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mercy. So you explain this to them. Of course,
But
now everybody is educated. Who is not educated? Everybody go to school, correct? Yeah.
Yes, Prabhuji. That question is related to now, I mean, in ISKCON, most of the brahmacharis or anyone, they're only educated BTech engineering, IIT students, not normal students. No? So why are they attracted to this moment? What is there in this moment that you're leaving everything and going to that?
Naturally, because you want to teach, you won't go to the slum to teach, right? You want to teach me, you go to people who can read and write and learn, no? Yes? For the people who are not, then he just taught them how to chant. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would go and just teach everybody to chant, correct? Yes?
Yes, Prabhuji.
And
Yes.
the idea of the teaching is to get people to chant. What is the message? The message is to make people chant Hare Krishna, correct?
Yes, Prabhuji.
So either you are educated or not educated, if you come to that conclusion, then the job is done. Correct? If you are educated, then you teach them why you have to chant. And those who cannot understand, you teach them just to chant. That's all. What's the problem? Correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, Prabhuji. Yes.
The idea is to get them to chant Hare. That's why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu will go into a temple, even Shiva temple. Mostly he go to Shiva temple, and he will just chant, start his kirtan, and people will start chanting, and they all become devotees. Of course, that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is so powerful. So that at least we can do that, no? Teach people how to chant. Yes?
Yes, Prabhuji. Now I understood. It's clear.
So,
But there are some people in the society, Prabhu, like Hare Krishna society, that they don't accept people if they don't know English, or they don't accept people if they are not well educated, so-called well educated, and they want to display the names also, like this like from IIT, IIM, like this and all. And frankly, to say, from the society previously I came from is also a kind of like that. And from my friends, I heard that in ISKCON Mumbai also, Radhanath Swami will not accept any disciples if they are not so-called educated, like this and all. So maybe that might be also the problem arised in the people's mind by seeing
Chaitanya
this.
Mahaprabhu ordered all of us. In fact, he said, Prithivite Ache Nagradi Gram. So did he say that you avoid who stays in the grammar? IIT people only stay there. Yeah?
Over.
So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu instruction is Prithivite Ache Nagradi Grama. Nagra and Grama. Correct?
Yes, bro.
It is this thing, if someone, anyway, I think it is good that he just do that kind of thing, because this guy is a nonsense. You understand? As already explained, if you offend Prabhupada, what you can preach, you can bring people who are, want to bribe you with money or this or that, but you cannot give real knowledge. Yes?
Yes,
Yes?
bro.
So our whole idea is to reach out to everybody. That's Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Prabhupada's mission.
Yes,
Yes?
bro.
Someone who can understand, we teach more, but they cannot understand, we teach them simple chant. Alright, give them prasadam and chant. What's the problem? Correct?
Yes,
Yes.
bro.
We never say that we avoid, that statement is not correct. Because Chaitanya, otherwise how you go to grammar? Who stays in the grammar? IIT people. Tell me? Everybody, right? So we should reach out. If this person in Bombay is doing his nonsense, then why you should go there?
Correct.
Right? If I were you, anyway, you should avoid the guy. What's the use of this guy? Yes?
Yes, bro.
Better he does that, so nobody will go anyway. Right?
Okay, bro.
Same, I heard that ISKCON is only for standard people choice. Poor people never go there inside the temple. So what to do? So we should start our temple, let them all come. Right? Yes?
Yes, bro.
So you try and preach. The main thing is whether temple or no temple, you preach to them. Go there and preach. Make them chant Hare Krishna. That's why we do this Harinam Sankirtana, go out on the road. Yes?
Yes, bro.
People don't come to us. Prabhupada taught us to go out, do this Harinam Sankirtan. No? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also, he goes to all town and village, no? Dilo Aruna, Pulaka Baje, that song, no? Before the sun is coming, he is already on the road, in Bajala Kol, he is playing the mridanga. Kartals are playing in time, asking everybody to chant Hare Krishna.
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he started this Harinam Sankirtan, no? Yes, so they come to the temple or not, you go out and you reach them. In India, there's no problem. Any moment you can just take Mridanga and Kartal and go, no? Yes.
Yes, Prabhu.
In other countries, we cannot even do that, we can't even go on the road, the problem. Nevertheless, that is the mission. Yes?
Yes,
In fact, Prabhupada, when he went to America, he expanded the movement by chanting only,
Yes, Prabhu.
Under the tree, and he started the whole movement by chanting.
Yes, Prabhu.
No. So we are not we don't, that's why he says he's so magnanimous that he's delivering this love of Godhead freely to everybody. He chant that prayer, no? Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate, correct? So I don't think this statement, of course, if people are feeling like that it's a high class temple, then problem, no? Correct?
Yes, Prabhu.
So we should learn how to embrace everybody. That should be our magnanimity, Yes?
Yes, Prabhu.
Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has descended for everybody. So we should carry on that mission. Yes?
Yes, Prabhu.
Any other question?
From YouTube, Prabhu, there was one question. Maybe that Mataji asking in such a way that can girls keep shika, and she put a tonsure photo. Like can girls also do this? Is what the question.
The girls already have long hair down, no? Yes?
Yes, Prabhu.
Why they should cut their hair and keep a sikha? Usually they don't. The women, they have their hairstyle. Yeah? This hairstyle is for the man, shave head and keep the sikha. The women are not supposed to do that, shaving their head. Prabhupada said the women should all look like gopis, dress nicely, have, look beautiful so that they attract Krishna. Yes?
Yes, Prabhu.
So not necessary for women to keep sikha like the man. Okay.
Sure, Prabhu.
What are the questions?
Hare Krishna. Anybody has any other question? Please utilize this opportunity to clear your doubts. Dilip Kumar Prabhu, that time you were muting, unmuting. So is there anything from you?
No, Prabhu.
Okay, bro. Thank you.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Prabhuji, I have one doubt, Prabhu. So generally, whenever I write anything from Prabhupada books, I used to keep Prabhupada in front of, like if I copy anything from Bhagavad Gita or Bhagavatam, I just keep Prabhupada and colon. That means this is spoken from Prabhupada like that. So I have this doubt, like whenever I want to quote anything from 11th canto, so can I keep that Prabhupada in front of that? This is my doubt, Prabhu.
11th canto is spoken by Krishna to Uddhava, no?
Okay.
Correct?
But but the translation was exactly not done by Prabhupada. No, so this confusion is not is there in my mind, bro. Like how I have to accept this. This is a little confusion is the problem.
Prabhupada was ordered, he ordered his disciple to do this, no?
Okay.
So they are working on Prabhupada's order. They are writing below, translated by servants of His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Prabhupada. Is it not?
Yes, yes, Prabhu.
They're not putting their name there, correct?
Yes, yes, Prabhu.
So on order of Prabhupada, they have done it. And Prabhupada said, if you read the translation, is okay. Right?
Okay, okay, Prabhu.
There's so many things to learn from 11 canto. Why Prabhupada wanted it done. In fact, if you read Nectar of Devotion, Rupa Goswami is quoting so many verses from 11 canto also.
Okay, okay, yes, Prabhu.
Correct?
Yes, yes, Prabhu.
So if Prabhupada have asked the disciple to do it and we read that on his order, what's wrong with that?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes or not?
Yeah, got it, Prabhu.
Unless the 11 canto is saying something completely opposite to what Prabhupada said, then I cannot say anything.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yeah, true, Prabhu.
If they're saying everything in line, in fact, they are quoting also in the purport the Acharya's commentary.
Yes, yes, Prabhu.
Yes. So what's wrong with hearing from the Acharyas? In fact, we should have respect. No, it says here. The pure devotee should execute devotional service by giving, you see here, greatest respect to the spiritual master and the acharyas. Huh? Does it say giving the greatest respect only to the spiritual master?
No.
Yes.
Yes, yes, Prabhu.
So this is all shastric backings. Yeah?
Yes, Prabhu.
Because they criticize me for quoting the 11 canto. Oh, this is not Prabhupada. Prabhupada said, he was talking to someone and he says, can we read his Banking Chandra's books? Prabhupada, who's this guy? This is Prabhupada. Oh no, if you read translation is okay, Prabhupada said. So as long as you don't read the purport of the person, that's another thing. But you understand?
Yes, yes, Prabhu. Okay.
Actually, so many things are there in the 11th canto to clarify a lot of doubts, You understand? Yes. Krishna's why he sent Uddhava all the way to the Badrinath to talk to all the sages there? Because he wanted to give this knowledge to them all, no? He couldn't do it. You understand? Yeah. Yes.
Yes, Prabhu.
So I don't think you should have any doubt that the Bhagavatam is the Bhagavatam, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu.
So we wrote one big article on this, Prabhu. I'm like in the past, Tatait Prabhu and you together, I think, ISKM's position of usage on BBT books, 11th canto and 12th canto.
After reading that, still I had this doubt, Prabhu. So that's why I have asked this.
Okay.
Yeah, I was just a little confused. So whenever I quote anything from 11th canto, should I keep Prabhupada or not in front of it? So this was my doubt. Now it is clear, Prabhu.
Yes. I think it is knowledge, Correct?
Yes, Prabhu.
So many people are quoting from so many Puranas here and there and all. We don't know who the translator, all those Puranas and all that.
Mhm.
Yes?
Yes, Prabhu.
Mm. So it's important to understand this is on the order of Prabhupada. So we accept that,
Prabhu.
Actually, Prabhupada asked Pradyumna to do it, but he didn't do.
Mm.
So if someone else have done it, then what does it matter, correct?
Yes, Prabhu.
Mm.
Is Hridayananda Maharaj, right, Prabhu?
Yeah, he's now gone a little bit off. Actually, the one who did most of the work was Gopi Paranananda, He was the one who did most of the work because Dayananda is the Acharya, one of the gurus, so called. So he kind of took major part of the credit. But actually, it was done by this devotee who was a Sanskrit scholar himself. So anyway, the point is that at that point of writing, they were all in good standing as servants of Prabhupada. So we take it at that. So we utilize. I think in our presentation by explaining this from the 11th canto, we cannot clear a lot of doubts. Yes. Otherwise, even myself, when I first started reading the 11th canto, it was like French to me. I couldn't understand nothing. It was difficult to read that book, 11th canto. But over time, somehow or other, by the mercy of Prabhupada, we managed to see so many, what we say, realizations. So many things are there. You understand from the 11th canto and even 12th, because this is Krishna's words. That's why he says, unless you are surrendered, the secrets will not come out, no? Yes?
Yes, Prabhu.
I don't see anybody quoting the 11th canto anyway in the whole huh?
Yes, Prabhu.
Right. Just like the owl, you cannot come out in the sunlight. You say, oh, everything is dark now. Correct?
Yes, Prabhu.
Anyway, for those who want to be owls, let them be, right?
Prabhu, one more small doubt I have, Prabhu. In Bhagavad Gita 4.34, like generally we refer to Veda base, right? So we refer to Veda base in a sense that we know that even though they change the books, but the content and the essence is not changed. So we refer through Veda base. So my doubt here is that if we go through this 4.34 shloka, here we can see that the self-realized souls can impart knowledge unto you because they have seen the truth. In the changed version, it is mentioned like they have seen the truth, and the original version it is mentioned like he has seen the truth. So in the original version, he means only one guru, that is Diksha Guru Srila Prabhupada. In the changed version, it is they have seen the truth. They mean, so they made it the change because it should make it clear that everyone is that 11 gurus. So for their convenience, they have changed it like that, right? So this was my doubt, Prabhu. So if we are referring to Veda base, so here the essence is changed now in this verse. So this was my question, Prabhu.
You see this word here, Jnaninas,
Yeah.
this is plural.
Yeah, plural. Okay.
So in the original also plural, Then Jnaninaha, the self-realized, you see. Dashinaha, seers, you see. So anyway, it refers, they, the spiritual realized persons, have seen the truth. So in the whole idea is for you to go to the self-realized person.
Hmm.
You
Yeah,
understand?
in the original version, it is like he has seen the truth, Prabhu.
So okay, the main idea is that you should go to a self-realized person. You understand?
Yes, yes, Prabhu.
So if
Okay.
they say there may be many self-realized person. So if you
Okay.
but the
Okay.
idea is that you must go either one or many to a self-realized person. Yes.
Okay. 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 Got it, Prabhu. It is mentioned. That means it is addressing the self-realized person, not to the guru.
No. It refers
Gnani.
to a self-realized person.
Okay.
And who is the self-realized person? That is also explained, no? Correct?
Yes, yes, Prabhu.
So here the self-realized person is given like this. A true yogi observes me in all being and also sees every being in me. Indeed, the self-realized person sees me, the Supreme Lord, everywhere. So this is the definition of a self-realized person. He is seeing Krishna.
Okay.
Correct?
Yes, Prabhu.
So, so you should go
Okay.
to somebody in that caliber. Prabhupada, I mean, for us, is the one who is seeing everything. Correct?
Yeah, right, Prabhu.
So if they take that and interpret it, that is a fine, no problem. You say is your guru self-realized?
Yeah.
Is he seeing Krishna everywhere? They are admitting that they are not in that level. They are not seeing Krishna everywhere. They have already openly said that. Yes?
Yes, yes, Prabhu.
So what is their position? They are not self-realized.
Yeah,
Correct?
got it, Prabhu. Now I got it.
Ah, you must go to a realized, self-realized person. That is the whole idea. Understand?
Yeah, yes, Prabhu.
They say even that verse, they interpret in another way. They say that, I think I talked to you all say before. You see, they say approaching. See, you must approach a spiritual master. You understand this word? That means they say you must go to a living guru. Approach means you must go to only a living person, no?
Yes, Prabhu.
Right? But here they didn't finish reading the whole thing. You must try to learn the truth. By approach, you go to a self-realized person to learn the what? That means you're going to him to get the truth, correct? Truth means what? Knowledge, right? The self-realized soul can impart knowledge again because he has seen the truth. That means he has seen what? He has seen Krishna. Yes?
Yes, Prabhu.
Huh? Understand? So this whole thing is very, you take one line only, and that's it. Oh, approaching a spiritual master. See, you must go to a living guru now. But the guru himself saying that I don't have the knowledge, then why you go there? Huh? Correct? Yeah, just common sense, Correct? Yes or not? So therefore, we have to defeat them. You understand? Yeah, misinterpreting and like for example, they said when I was, in 1988, I remember they were saying that in that May 28 conversation, is Prabhupada saying this Satsarup is confused, he's asking Prabhupada, so they giving initiation, so whose disciple are they? And Prabhupada said they are his disciple. his disciple. Tamal is confused and everybody said, no, Prabhupada then said, then when he become guru, then he becomes, disciple, and he become grand disciple. So, do you know that conversation? Can anyone help me bring that out? I can open it up in the chat. May 28 conversation, so we can all refer to that. Can anyone help me post that up? So that part, the grand disciple, and actually the other camp, they are only using, you see, here it is. Thank you so much, Prabhu. So here you see this conversation here. So here you see this, Satsarup is asking this question. So Prabhupada is saying, Ritvik, yes. Then what is the relationship of the person who gives the initiation? Well, definitely anyone is giving initiation is guru, his guru. But it does it on your behalf. But yeah, that's formality, because in my present one should not become guru. So on my order, on my behalf, on my order, Amarana Jnana Guru Ena Tarade, she be actually guru. But by my order, you see this word, by my order. So Srila Prabhupada, they may also be considered your disciple. Yes, they are disciples. But why consider? See, Prabhupada is confused by what's his question, Then Tamal is trying to clarify. No, he's asking that this Ritvik Acharya, they are officiating, giving Diksha. The people who they give Diksha, whose disciple are they? They are his disciple. Prabhupada, because if you give Diksha, then you are initiating. That means you are his disciple. Tamal, he's confused. Tamal, they are his disciple. Who is initiating? Prabhupada now trying to clear. Whoever is initiating is grand disciple. Because initiation, this is not Ritvik, on behalf. This is direct initiation. Yes, that's clear. Then no, Prabhupada didn't finish. Yes, when I order you, you become guru. He become regular. But that's all. He become disciple of my disciple. That's it. Yeah, but when I order you.
But there is no order till now.
So you see, by 1988, when we were, trying to bring the Ritvik system in, at that time they used the word, grand disciple, when he becomes disciple or my disciple. You see this word, disciple? They are his disciple. You see this word here? Who is initiating? You see this word here? Grand disciple? So we were all, I was confused. Is a Prabhupada saying grand disciple here? But I did not understand this thing that Prabhupada was saying. When I order, he become guru, he become regular guru. So you cannot become guru until you're ordered. You understand this?
Yeah, but there is no order till now.
There's no, because he wrote, because of this confusion, he wrote the July 9 letter, and he says, they are my disciple, 3 times or 4 times in the letter, no? Yes?
Yes.
You understand? To clarify this, Prabhupada wrote the July 9 letter, and he particularly signed also. Most letter, Tamal only signed secretary, but this letter both signed, You understand? It's not a letter, it's a document. So you see how he tried to, at that time in 1988, I was also confused, Oh, Prabhupada said grand disciple, that means, Prabhupada, must have given them the authority and blah, 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 blah. You understand? So you see how even today, up to today, they always hop on this this May 28 conversation, and you see they use the word. See who's initiating is grand disciple. You understand?
Yes,
but they
bro.
don't put stress on the word my order.
They don't read the complete thing, bro.
So in this way, they confuse everybody. Even now, they are confusing everybody by this letter.
They actually they only stress only on books, Prabhu, like Nectar of Instruction, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and wherever Prabhupada says like everyone can become guru. Only those things. When I talk about this conversation and letters, they ignore it. See, these letters and conversations are not Shastra. We don't want to discuss about that. This is what he was telling to me.
This is not Shastra. Word of Guru is not Shastra.
They don't want to discuss about conversations, lectures. They don't take it as a reference, strong proof. They only take books.
Okay, books. We can show you the book. Prabhupada never ordered you to become Guru. Huh? Where
Yeah,
is
I mean, like in the books, it is said like you can preach to everyone, you can become guru like that. No, so they take that as a reference.
There is
So
no, in the book, there is no place where Prabhupada said that you whimsically become a Guru. Huh? Understand? There's no such thing. In fact, in the book, it says you can only become a Guru when you're ordered by your Guru. Huh? Yes?
yes, Prabhu.
Where Prabhupada said that you can become a Guru by your own, speculation? Where? Huh? Where? I want to see where.
Actually, in Nectar of Instruction, in one place, I mean, like it is generally said in a sense like you preach to people and you all should become gurus like that. It is there, no problem. Like
Yeah,
Siksha Guru.
generally, Prabhupada always asked everyone. In fact, he said in one letter that I am the initiating Guru and you all are the instructing Guru.
Yeah, yes, exactly, bro. Yeah, instructing gurus.
He said that. So what about that? Correct? Yes or not?
That's true.
Hare Krishna, this is some intuitions, all questions, Srila Prabhupada. Just a related thing, like sometimes what they also say is, okay, you're asking that, okay, you're saying that Prabhupada never said, never explicitly gave anybody orders to, become guru. Then where is the order for Srila Prabhupada to become guru by Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Thakur? Where is it officially? You show me like that. I know it's all crazy, but like you just need to give them a solid answer. So you just have.
Prabhupada, when someone asked him this question, he said, you don't go too fast. I was ordered by my Guru. You know what I mean? And that order you can see by his action. You understand?
Yes.
You don't have to tell you by what he's thinking and how he's ordered. All that irrelevant for you. You understand? He's
Yeah.
giving you the knowledge and your heart is getting purified. That itself proves that he's authorized. You understand that? Hello?
Yes. Yes, Prabhu.
Not that you have to question Prabhupada. That means you are impudent, you are a rascal.
Yeah, the same thing they have even asked me also. They put this one, and when it comes to debate, they'll definitely point this point, and sometimes even they'll point this like when Prabhupada was traveling train, samosa was there without offering Prabhupada ate it. I don't know how like he's trying to judge Prabhupada. Actually, they are trying to judge. Whenever these debate comes, all these kind of things they'll put.
I mean, if you are challenging Prabhupada like that means you are a rascal.
That's very strong, Prabhu. Actually, I also showed that particular reference that which you were saying, that particular Prabhupada saying that, that you don't need to understand too much, but this you need to know that, a person can become guru when he's ordered by his guru. So like, even though I showed him this particular conversation, he's like, I mean, he's so crazy. He's not ready to accept that also. Simple fact. Prabhupada received order. That's all we need to know. And we did not receive. I mean, after Prabhupada, nobody received the order.
No, because they want to defend their guru, no? Understand?
Yes, Prabhu.
Their guru is not authorized, so they want to kind of, put Prabhupada in this situation.
Yeah. And these Gorgonda Swami followers, they say that, Prabhupada secretly called Gorgonda Swami and told him in the year that you become guru.
Yeah, this even I heard this thing.
There's another, don't know what to say.
Yeah.
Or he secretly ordered, is it?
Yeah, secretly ordered, it seems. Even I heard the same thing.
So why he was secretly ordered, he created so much of mess. I was there. He first thing he came to me, holding my hand, and he said, "You know, Sundar Gopal, huh? This Jaya Pataka spoke very badly about you in the GBC. If he's such a pure devotee, why he has to speak bad about someone else? Hello?
Yes, Prabhu.
Understand? He's giving a class in Singapore, and this is all of my personal association with him. And he's saying, there's one verse there. He says the Asta Vikara, Asta Satvika Vikara, eight kind of transformation. And
Yes,
in the
Prabhu.
class, Prabhupada never explained many things on the purport, but he said, Prabhupada is not giving, therefore I am going to give you. What is that? Prabhupada has given this in the Nectar of Devotion. So many places he spoke about this Asta Sattva Vikara. Why
Yes,
is
Prabhu.
I am giving? That means what? You know more than Prabhupada? Hello?
That is wow.
This is my personal association with him. He came to Singapore and he tell people don't come to the temple. And you have to everyone go to the hotel to see him.
Ah.
This is pure devotee. Hello?
Yeah.
And he said, this is more far out. He said, the tape is useless. You must hear from the living Guru.
Oh, is it?
You understand? He said
Oh,
this tape message all is bogus. You must hear the vibration from the living person. That
oh,
means
Krishna.
now they are all hearing their books. That means they all are useless. What? He's passed away. It's gone. So all the disciples, what are they hearing?
Wow. Very.
Understand? Hello?
Yes,
Yeah,
Prabhu.
it's true. Actually, even in those days also, Prabhupada gave letter initiations, right? So that,
Prabhupada gave Gayatri by tape to everybody, Prabhu.
yeah.
Yes.
So it's bogus. Prabhupada is bogus. Hello?
Bringing up all new theories.
Prabhupada dictated everything in the tape and he sent it for printing. That is all bogus. Huh? Hello?
Yes, Prabhu. Even they're like books based on whole book based on conversations. This life comes from life and perfect questions, perfect answers. These are all books based on the conversations itself. I mean, I don't know how they can say like this.
Because it's enviousness, You are envious, then you are definitely correct. You cannot understand all these things if you are envious.
So one side they say Prabhupada, Prabhupada, another side they do all this. This is so shady, Prabhu.
This is the proof. You understand? Simply saying all kind of nonsense. What is the use of your nonsense talk? Huh? Prabhupada secretly told you, then you should say, this is also not bona fide. Because he's, secretly spoke. How will you know? Correct?
Yes,
Yes?
Prabhu. Yes,
Prabhupada
Prabhu.
also secretly told me, Govinda will say like that, you don't accept it. I also can say. So who is correct? Who's wrong? Yes? Yes or not?
Yes, Prabhu.
Prabhupada is so secret about it. Why he wrote the July 9 letter with all their names? Why he missed him out, is it? Especially after coming from his place in January, he would stay in his place waiting for Nityananda's appearance there to come so that he can put the cornerstone in Bhuvaneshwara. After doing that, he went back to Bombay and then he went to Vrindavan, correct?
Yes,
In
Prabhu.
a short period of time writing this letter, he missed him out, is it? Hello?
Yes, Prabhu.
Hello?
This is so.
This is all speculation. Understand?
Yes, Prabhu.
Prabhupada, he did anything, he wanted to send a message to the whole world, he writes it down. You understand? That's why even this May 28 conversation, he wrote, after speaking this, he never let it be there. He wrote the July 9 letter, addressing to all the temple president and all the GBCs. Yes?
Yes, Prabhu.
So that is proof, evidence. Not that he secretly spoke to somebody here and secretly spoke somebody there. This is not Prabhupada. Hello?
Yes, Prabhu.
Understand? Huh?
Yes.
So we should be very careful, when we speak to all of them. Huh?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes.
Yes, Prabhu.
Prabhuji, I read this conversation has some doubt regarding the part of, and without being asked, this came up automatically. Thanks. All right. One should not become a spiritual master unless he has attained the platform of Uttamadhikari. This is a nectar of devotion, nectar of instruction. So anyway, I think we spoke at length on these points, no? Yes?
Yes, Prabhu.
So we have to be very careful. That's why, passage that you discuss with, devotees who are, little bit knowledgeable and, can help you understand the real thing,
Yes, Prabhu.
As you be confused, then the whole thing will be messed up, no? Yes?
Yes. Yes, Prabhu.
Very unfortunate, The whole thing is a mess.
Yes.
Right or not?
Also, like, it seems like it's pretty much straightforward. Whatever Prabhupada says, I mean, it don't seem like it is actually pretty straightforward. But they have to twist it and like make a totally different meaning. How much crooked they have to be to twist the meaning of something that is so direct and mislead so many thousands and lakhs of people. Unbelievable.
That's why, to be a honest person, the quality of a devotee, the first thing is to be truthful, no? If you have material desires, then how you can become truthful? Kamal, he was so much interested in taking over Prabhupada position.
Oh my God.
He engineered this whole thing, Understand? So
Oh,
very dangerous, Very, very dangerous.
Why this?
Fortunate you all have been safe. You're coming to our ISKM.
oh yes, Prabhu, definitely.
Come here, you will fall into all their traps. Understand? Spiritually, you will be finished.
Oh yes, Prabhu.
Correct? Can you
Like,
imagine?
I have never been so clear about the Ritik system. Like, after I came ISKM, each and every point, no point is missed out. Every point is covered, and we can very easily defeat any argument given by them.
Yes. How much we, especially in my case, we have to go through so many problems and hurdles and obstacles. It's like now, the moment we present, we are ostracized. That's it. Wherever we go, oh, be careful about so and so, don't let him in the temple. What?
Yeah.
We're presenting Prabhupada. You understand? In
Yes,
some
Prabhu.
cases, we have been even attacked physically.
Oh yes, Prabhu. I've heard about that.
So you see how now you don't have that kind of issues. The early days, I'm telling you, they're very violent. Even now, you go and say you're a disciple of Prabhupada, immediately everybody stay away from you. Huh? You understand?
Yes, Prabhu.
So please try to understand how much we have to do this work, to bring Prabhupada back,
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes?
Yes, Prabhu.
Any other question?
Prabhu, a small thing I have, Prabhu. Prabhu, in the example of Jada Bharat, so when he was carrying the palanquin, so he was making sure that he's not stamping this ants so that ants will get killed. So here, like when we are cleaning the kitchen, or sometimes this we keep the pesticides for roaches, and this killing mosquitoes. So is it a sinful act? This I have a small doubt, but it is all the time.
The main
confusing.
thing is that because you are Krishna conscious, you understand?
Yeah.
You are doing the service for Krishna, therefore you are kind of safe, Understand? When you are offering the result to Krishna, then you are safe, no? Yes?
Okay.
It's like here Krishna says, in this verse. So when you do this yagya sista sinaha, Mujyanti sarva kil bisayi, you see, you're free from all kinds of sinful activities, because you're offering the food to Krishna. Yes?
Yes, Prabhu.
Devotees of the Lord are released from all kinds of sin because they eat food which is offered first for sacrifice. So when you want to make the food, you have to go through all these procedures, no?
Okay.
Is it not? You cannot just make the food just like that from the thin air, right? You have to cook, you have to cut, you have to clean. So many things, isn't it?
Yes.
Correct?
Yes,
You
Prabhu.
start a fire, you kill so many insects and germs and so many things. Yes? So because it's an activity, it's called Yagya Sista Sina. Yagya Sista means it is done for the purpose of pleasing the Lord.
Okay.
You understand? So when it's done for the purpose of serving the Lord, then you are free from all kinds of sins. It says sarva means all kinds. Correct?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, it says sarva, all kinds of sins. Huh? Not only one kind of sin, that is the food, but all kinds. Correct? Hello?
Yes, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu.
So when you do this activity, you have to go and take the rice, for example, grains, correct? The grains, you have to cut the plant, then the plant dies also, correct?
Yes, Prabhu.
Then you pluck the spinach, you pull out from the root, the plant is dead also, correct?
Yes, Prabhu.
Then you light the fire, you wash also, got a lot of germs, this, that, so many things you're killing, correct?
Yes, Prabhu.
But because you're doing this activity for the purpose of Krishna, therefore you are relieved from all these sins.
Yeah, and the mosquito killing, Prabhu, it's
Prabhupada said, unless they attack you, you got the right to kill. If they don't attack, you don't kill. But they come to you and attack you, you can defend yourself.
Okay.
Yes?
Okay, Prabhu. Okay.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, also connecting question. Like sometimes when we cut some vegetables or some fruits, we may find some insects already inside they've been growing inside along with the vegetable or fruit. So like in that case, like should we just discard the vegetable away, or should we just remove the part where the insect was there and then use the rest of it for Krishna? Because already the insect must have eaten some parts of the fruit or vegetable, right? So
you can just cut that little portion away and use the other portion.
okay.
That will be practical, correct?
Yes, Prabhu.
The one inside eat the whole thing, there you throw away the whole thing. Hello?
Yeah, no, like because already the insect has eaten it, so like how we can use that in for Krishna? So that's what I was meaning to ask.
You just cut that portion off.
All right, Prabhu.
So many things are there in the grain also. Some grains are also inside, you cannot see what they're eating them, correct?
Yes, Prabhu.
Because you're offering to Krishna, that's it. You understand?
Yes, Prabhu.
You follow?
Even if there is some like if it is not like ideal situation, still Krishna accepts even if there is some fault.
O Uddhava, greatest of saints, in a dangerous situation, an ordinary person cries, becomes fearful and laments. Although such useless emotion do not change the situation, but activities offered to me without personal motivation, even if they are externally useless, amount to actual process of religion. Hello?
Yes, Prabhu.
Is it clear?
It's clear. Yes, Prabhu.
Hmm?
Yes.
Hmm.
Even if there is some apparent discrepancy, it is gone.
Because you're giving it to Krishna.
Yes.
Understand?
Yes, Prabhu, it is clear.
You see, that's why he says, you just do it for Krishna. That's why Krishna said, whatever you do, whatever you eat, whatever you offer, all that you perform, do it as an offering towards me. Yes?
Yes, Prabhu.
Why? Because when you go to Krishna, then everything has value. When you don't
Yes.
go to Krishna, everything becomes useless.
Yes. Yes, Prabhu.
Yes?
Yes, Prabhu.
Hmm? Understand?
Yes, Prabhu.
That's why we are taught to become Krishna conscious.
Yes.
That is the purpose of human life. Purpose of human life is to revive our Krishna consciousness. Jivere Swarupa Hoy, Krishna Re Nitya Das. Yes?
Yes, Prabhu.
So if you want to do things without Krishna, then that's it. You're going to get implicated.
Yes, Prabhu.
You follow?
Yes, Prabhu.
Understand?
Yes, Prabhu. It's clear. Thank you so much.
Any other questions? If you don't do for Krishna, then you're wasting time, no? Yes?
So, yes, Prabhu.
Krishna said, Shramam eva kevalam. Yes?
Yes, Prabhu.
What is that verse? Shramam eva kevalam?
Srotavya Rajendra.
Oh no.
Dharmashvanushtita pumsam vishwaksena kathasuya
Vitsvaksena Kathas.
notpadet viratim shrameva hi kevalam.
1 to 1.
1 to 8, I think. 1 to 8.
1 to 8, huh?
Yes, from Bhagavatam.
Yeah. So if you don't do it for Krishna, then you're all useless. Dharma swa nustistaha pumsam visvaksena kathashiya. No utpadayad yadiratim srama. Shrama, you see here, wasteless, useless. You see that? Occupational activities a man perform according to his own position are only so much useless labor if they do not provoke attraction for the message of the personality of God. Yes? Huh?
Prabhu.
Yes or not? That means if you don't do for Krishna, then everything is wasting time, no? Yes?
Yes.
Yes, Prabhu.
Huh?
Like, I had a few people asking me because I am aiming to become full time. So I had a few people asking me, like, why see all your friends, they're doing jobs, they're getting placed in such big companies, and like, why you are not doing this? Why you're simply going to this place and all? Because I did not answer them because like it won't make a difference. Like they won't advance, but this is very much this was the same verse which I was remembering. Like like they are doing so much materially, but what is the use if they do not take to devotional service?
Ritualistic ceremonies, regulated principle, austerities, and practice of yoga are all meant to control the senses and mind. But even after one is able to control the senses and mind, if it does not come to the point of meditation upon the Supreme Lord, all such activities are simply labor in frustration. See? Shrama. Again. Shrama avahaha.
Waste of
Waste
time.
time and labor. So you should tell them, a devotee who is going to become full time. Oh, how glorious are those tongues of chanting your holy name, even if born in families of dog eaters. Such persons are worshipable. Persons who chant the holy name of your Lordship must have executed all kind of austerity and fire sacrifice and achieved all good manners of the Aryan. To be chanting the holy name of your Lordship, they must have bathed at all holy places of pilgrimage, studied the Vedas, and fulfilled everything required. In other words, you have already done all those things they are doing now. So therefore, you have come to the point of surrendering to Krishna.
Yes, Prabhu. Jai.
Correct?
Yes, Prabhu. Yes.
You have done all those things that they are still doing. So why you want to go back and do those things again? Huh?
Yes.
Yes? You understand?
Yes, Prabhu.
So you tell them, right? So I'm going to become full time to serve the Lord, right? Then maybe you should tell Narada Muni also to go to factory and work, no? He's wasting time playing the veena and going everywhere. Tell him. Why don't you call him and tell him? Hello?
Yes, Prabhu.
Not so you go and tell Lord Shiva also you're meditating, you go get a job, no? Huh? Hello?
Uh,
Why don't you go and tell him that?
yeah.
Huh?
Actually, I had heard this, Prabhu, and Prabhupada was saying like Lord Shiva is, he's best. His devotees are all like super rich and no, but Lord Shiva is very like he's wearing just a tiger skin and no, very humble condition, very austerity.
No, you should ask him to go tell Lord Shiva to go and get a job, no? Hello?
Yes,
Huh?
Prabhu.
If he can tell you that, you should tell him. Why don't you also ask Krishna to go and work, no? Huh? Yes, who you praying to? They definitely say I'm praying to Shiva, correct?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes or not?
Yes, yes.
You telling me why I should go get a job? Then you also tell Lord Shiva, no, correct? Why you go to him and asking benefit? You should ask him, you please go and work, no? Why you keeping Parvati like this under the tree without a house and everything, huh?
They say no, he's God. He's different. Are you God?
I'm following the God's example.
Yeah. Yes.
He has said, you come and join me. He said, yes.
Yes, Prabhu.
He says, anyone who's a devotee of Krishna is my devotee.
Yes.
In fact, he is the greatest of all devotees, Lord Shiva.
Oh, yes, Prabhu.
Yes.
Yes, Prabhu.
You tell them like that. Huh?
Yes, Prabhu.
Correct.
Yes, Prabhu. That is absolutely true. It's a, it's a super reply, honestly. Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah, you should tell them this.
Yeah. Next time when I get a chance, I will put it.
Tell
Because
them.
I was used to such kind of questions, I just like ignored and moved. But yeah, if I get a chance, I will definitely ask this.
Yeah, you should ask them. Any other questions? It says in the chat, but when I open that, there's nothing there. When will become at least 10% of you? Prabhuji in replying these people. Well, I don't think you should become 10% of me. I am useless. Become 100% of Prabhupada. Or even 1% of Prabhupada. There'll be a big blessing for you. That'll be much better than me anyway. So, okay, I guess, thank you very much. Huh? We have any more questions? You have anybody else? Nice to see all of you. Fortunate to get all your kind association.
We are always fortunate that every week we get to every week we're able to associate with such an elevated Vaishnava like yourself.
I don't know about elevated, but I know that I'm simply here in the material world, making my time useful by associating with all of you.
But you're such a role model for us. Honestly, it is like super commendable.
Very good role model for eating and sleeping. Yes.
But also the amount of austerity you do, Prabhu, like we cannot even go like a little bit of that also. That much little bit of austerity, like
What austerity of shaving the head? Huh?
that also. As at present, my head is not shaven, so that also counts.
Anyway, there are many exalted devotees here in this gathering. I'm sure you'll be more influencing you. Nonetheless, try to carry out Prabhupada instruction. Try
Yes,
to devotees, get them inspired and become members of our ISKM, and that way we can expand our society far and wide.
Yes, Prabhu.
On that note, I would like to humbly take the dust of all your lotus feet and pray that your mercy I can be again of some service to all of you. Hare Krishna, all glories to Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna,
Please
Prabhu.
accept my humble
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Prabhuji.
Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhu.